Let's raise the big question then. Who will be accountable? AAP, LG or Centre? Are they simply passing the buck? Particularly the bureaucrats. Politics above citizens for netas, and we must add bureaucrats there. What about the bureaucrats? They are the faceless officials who are supposed to be acting. Joining me now, Rajiv Kakadia, he is convener Seva City. Jagdish Mamgen is former chairman MCD. Namisha is a UPSC aspirant, was in the area at the time. RP Singh is BJP spokesperson. And Reena Gupta is AAP spokesperson. I want to come first to you, Jagdish Mamgen. You might have just heard what the minister says. He says officials don't listen to us. And they actually are being encouraged to work against the Aam Aadmi Party government. Should the MCD be held responsible or not, Mr. Mamgen?
In this case, MCD may be held responsible because it is a matter of basement, misuse of basement, and MCD to take a note of it. One thing I want to say, one UPSC aspirant says that on 26th June, he has complained to Commissioner MCD Ashwini Kumar and Central Grievance Cell about the misuse of library. I am surprised that within a month period, nothing was done. No action was taken. If action was taken, then this mishap was not there.
No, why are you surprised, sir? Sir, why are you surprised? Sir, I live in a colony where often many of our resident welfare association complain that there is nobody, koi sunwai nahi hai. And mine is an upper middle class colony. Imagine what happens in some other colony. MCD is not responding even to the minister, according to the minister.
I can understand the problem. Minister and officials, not minister, Delhi government and officials and LG has power war from last 10 years. It is at the time of Sheilaji government also, and afterward Arvind government, it increased. So this is the matter different. Okay. One thing I want to ask, Saurabh is not there, but I want to say that Saurabh may be the right, his whole conversation may be the right, but one thing I must know that before this incident, 1 month before, 2 months before, when desilting has to be done, when the drain has to be cleaned, any of Delhi government minister, any of MLA, any of councillor, any mayor says ki we can't desilt it. It is the problem. This is the problem. At that time they were saying every drain is desilted, every drain is clear. Then why now?
Okay.
Why don't they say?
That's a good question.
Mr.
Mamgen,
we start the program in April.
Right. I get your point. I want to come to the two political guests for a moment. You have said, what was the Delhi government doing for the last few months? Now they are saying that the officials were not listening to them. RP Singh, your response, because what Saurabh Bharadwaj has said is very serious. He says the Aam Aadmi Party, that the LG has given instructions to the Chief Secretary and other officials not to cooperate with the Aam Aadmi Party government. What is going on?
Well, the central government of the LG has to be blamed, as per you. I mean,
I'm asking you, sir. I'm asking you.
No. I'm answering you. As per you, just only the LG and the Delhi, only the LG and the central government or the Home Ministry has to be blamed for that.
I have not said that. I am telling you what the minister has said, sir.
I heard you.
So please answer my question.
Allow me to answer,
Three innocent citizens have died.
Sir, allow me to answer, please.
Please answer.
You never interrupted Saurabh Bharadwaj.
Please answer.
And stop your habit.
Don't shout at me. You will not shout at me.
Don't stop interrupting at me.
Do not shout.
Me.
Do not shout. Answer the question. This is a serious matter. Enough of your politics.
Serious matter. No, hear me out. Here I play a video.
4 फीट से ऊपर वाले उसके 92 से 93% तक हम सभी ड्रेन्स की सफाई कर चुके हैं और जो हमारे 4 फीट से नीचे के नाले हैं, ड्रेन्स हैं, उनकी 85% तक हम लोग उनकी साफ सफाई कर चुके हैं। और साथ ही नगर निगम के तमाम अधिकारियों को मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी कि पूरे एक्शन प्लान पे 85 और 92% काम करके दिल्ली की जनता को राहत देने के लिए जो काम कर रहे हैं, तमाम अधिकारियों को और कर्मचारियों को मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी जो इतनी ज्यादा।
Now, this was 18th of June 2024. The mayor of the city is thanking all the officials of the MCD and other officials in the city, saying thank you so much for clearing 92% of the city drains, desilting of the drains. Whom to believe? The mayor of the city, who's Aam Aadmi Party mayor, or the minister? Now, later on, after a month, he is showing some video. Whom to believe? Whom to
Very good point.
believe?
Very good point.
No,
Very good point.
Give me a second. Let me give me a second. No, give me a second.
Please go ahead.
Give me a second.
Please go ahead,
Please,
sir.
Rajdeep.
Please go ahead.
Sir. Now, issue is desilting happened or not happened. We don't know. If there is a problem, if I go by what Saurabh Bharadwaj was showing that video that no officer is accepting that command, then they should have gone and sat on dharna at Gandhi Jayanti at Rajghat. Why didn't they do so? For man who's a corrupt man behind bars, who's accused as a corrupt man behind bars, they will go and sit for dharna at Rajghat, but not for the citizens of city.
Okay.
They could have held a protest march outside LG's house saying that you are choking the city.
Okay.
I mean, that could be the
both very strong points made by RP Singh. Reena Gupta, just a minute, sir. Okay, I'll give you one more. Come on. Go ahead.
Third one.
Yes.
Third one. Just now, Mr. Bharadwaj was giving clean chit to Mr. Durgesh Pathak. I'll show you videos after videos which I have posted because I was MLA here. I know inside, outside of the constituency. I have posted myself videos after video. Even on the road which I stay, called as Pamposh Road, there's a waterlogging year after year. Even at the place where the waterlogging happened, where this incident happened, where the three children lost their life, and rather I would say that they were murdered. Even that place, there's a waterlogging happening year after year.
Okay.
It's not the first time.
Sir, I've heard all your points. No, I've heard all your points. Reena Gupta now needs to respond. Reena Gupta, the major point which is being made is that in June, on June 24th, your mayor of MCD said, "Sab changa hai." 94% of Delhi has been properly desilted. Now you cannot come back 5 weeks later to us and say, we did this video on the 28th of June. No official was listening to us. At the moment, the Aam Aadmi Party simply cannot escape responsibility. You can blame MCD officials, you can blame the LG, but you also have to take some responsibility, surely.
Rajdeep, we are not escaping any responsibility. It's a very sad day. 3 of our children have lost their lives. This is really not the day to do cheap politics. It's a day to look for solutions. Now, if we look at Delhi, Rajdeep, in any democracy, there is in our constitution, it is said that there needs to be a triple chain of accountability. We elect our leaders. If our leaders don't perform up to our mark, next time around, we don't vote for them. Now see what is happening in Delhi. The people of Delhi have elected Aam Aadmi Party government. But at the same time, the LG's office is always interfering in all the works. So the officers which do not follow instructions of Aam Aadmi Party are the ones that are rewarded.
So why make no, ma'am, that I have taken Saurabh Bharadwaj, but why make an announcement? Why, Reena Gupta ji, make an announcement on the 24th of June that that the desilting situation is under control? Then, as RP Singh is saying, you should have gone on a dharna then itself.
Rajdeep, so what happens is that a mayor gives an order for desilting. They will release funds. At the end of the day, it is the officers that give out the tenders, that give out the work orders. The officers are coming back and giving a report to the mayor. RP Singh, keep quiet, please.
No, please do not interfere. She did not interfere with you. Mr. RP Singh, she did not interfere with you. I'll let you respond. Let her finish.
So the officers come back and give a report saying 80% desilting has been done. 90% desilting has been done. When the minister is saying, I do not believe what you are saying, do a third-party audit. Why is it that the areas you are showing as desilted have not been desilted? Why aren't you doing an audit? It's a clear case of corruption. And today on your channel, I am challenging the Bharatiya Janata Party LG that if corruption is not there, why are you not suspending the commissioner MCD? suspend the chief secretary, suspend the commissioner, suspend everybody who is responsible for this death.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
Okay, you've
You
said
know
enough.
why?
Ma'am,
And
you've said, just a minute.
one last point.
Yes.
Rajdeep,
Yes.
one last point.
Yes.
The PWD minister, Atishi ji, asked for a report within 24 hours. She said, give me a report who all were culpable in these 3 murders. That report has not been submitted. And now the LG office is saying we will do an inquiry, submit a report in 30 days. Why? Why 30 days?
Okay.
Because you want to put everything under the blanket. You
Okay,
want to protect everybody who's corrupt.
Okay, I'm going to come to my 2 other guests in a moment, but RP Singh, you deserve to respond. You need to respond to this. The LG is unelected. Just as at least Saurabh Bharadwaj is elected, he's willing to come on my show, take questions. LG takes no questions. LG controls the chief secretary. LG takes advantage of a Supreme Court judgment by which bureaucrats tend to respond to him. LG is being accused by the elected government of playing politics and responding to the center. The same home ministry now says we will get into the act. They don't get into an act on Manipur, but will jump into this because there's an Aam Aadmi Party government. What about the role of the LG, RP Singh? Should the LG say something or not? Should the LG be held responsible? Chief Secretary of Delhi be held responsible? MCD Commissioner be held responsible or not, sir?
And the
Well,
chief
Central
No,
government should
madam, please. Yeah, go ahead, RP Singh.
Well, by your parameter, the central government should immediately act in West Bengal also, where women are being raped or they are
Delhi is
being
different.
dehumanized.
There's an LG.
Did you mention
states.
Manipur?
No, sir.
You mentioned Manipur. So
Yes,
I have to
because
answer
the
you.
Home
Please
Ministry is
learn
acting
how
in
to
Manipur.
how to take it back. Please, Rajdeep, you don't interrupt anyone else. You raised Manipur, so I have to answer you the question.
Okay,
yes,
sir.
why not only Manipur? Why not even West Bengal for that regard?
Okay.
We have some special relationship with West Bengal.
None.
Why you have to interrupt you in between?
I asked you a simple question. The LG is a
I'm
special
answering
figure.
that. Don't tell me how do I answer your questions. Understand that? Let's be very clear on this.
If you're going
I'll
to be
answer the
rude,
question.
if you're going to be rude to me, I'm not going
No,
to. This
it's
is
not
not.
being rude.
Yeah, then you
You are
answer my
rude. You are
question.
rude. No,
What
you
is
are
the
rude. You
LG's?
intended
What
to
is
brought
the
Manipur
LG's
in between.
accountability?
You intendedly brought
Who is
Manipur
the
into
LG
this.
accountable to?
I have to get West
Who
Bengal
is
in
the
between.
LG
You have
accountable
special
to,
relations
Mr.
with West Bengal.
RP
That's why
Singh?
you get irritated.
Who is
When
the
we get
LG
West Bengal-
accountable to? You don't want to answer my question. Who is the LG accountable to?
Are you through?
Yes. Answer my question.
So, by your parameter, if center is taking report from this or intervening in Delhi, or they should also intervene in Manipur, they should also intervene in West Bengal for that regard. I mean, they missed on that. You missed on that because you have some special relationship with West Bengal. But coming to the point of the LG only goes by whatever the court order is. He is not doing things on his own. One. Secondly, if they are not satisfied with the chief secretary, why not sit on dharna for against chief secretary? I'm saying.
We are not
Why
going
not
to sit on
protest against-
dharna.
No, that's
Singh has been
RP
elected
Singh.
by the people of Delhi.
RP Singh,
What
you are not.
are you
Just a minute, ma'am.
I never
Reena
know-
Gupta,
I never know
Reena
if
Gupta,
to
RP
press
Singh.
for
I'm
Aam
putting
Aadmi
both
Party.
your faders down now because the fact is, you're going to resort to low-level politics on this. You will not hold the LG accountable. They will not hold the elected government accountable. That's the problem. That's the problem. And RP Singh, don't shout at me. No. RP Singh, I am a tax-paying citizen. I deserve better governance.
Sheesh
Okay.
Mahal. How much they have spent on the Sheesh Mahal?
Okay. Now
56 crore rupees.
Okay.
Then the same PWD officer, give me a second now, same PWD officer goes by the dictate of the minister and spends 56 crore rupees on the Sheesh Mahal or the Taj Mahal for the CM. That's okay. And when they make policy,
Okay, both their voices down. I've heard y'all both. Y'all will both do these pot shots at each other. This goes beyond pot shots. I don't know whether Naimisha is still with us. Naimisha is a UPSC aspirant. Naimisha, you tell us. You hear these politicians shouting at each other. And the fact is that, as you said, 3 young lives have been lost. You WhatsApped me yesterday feeling completely distraught about what had happened. Give me your feelings of a young UPSC aspirant, what happened yesterday.
Rajdeep, the first thing I'm rather, surprised and flabbergasted with the fact is that the politicians shouting at the highest pitch of their voice right now. I wish they had done it at the point of time when things were all going wrong, when the corruption was just happening, when it was in front of their own eyes. And Mr. Bharadwaj was there, and he told that the MLAs are very amicable. I myself, I stay here in this area. Just few houses away from is the mayor who stays there. The N number of times I have tried getting in touch with the MLA, the mayor, on the same issue about the water drainage system happening. The live wells hanging. You just go out of the house, you find live wells hanging. I wish if they had listened to that even once.
What did when you tried to get in touch with them, did anybody respond to you? Did the MLA, the mayor, nobody?
I have N number of my WhatsApp messages there, the N number of times since last 3 years, including during the election times, because we thought that, okay, this is the election time, maybe they would end up responding to us, but not even then. And the mayor, she stays just maybe 3 houses away from here. And right now, even behind my building, even under my building, in the basement, there are libraries. No one can just say that it never came into their notice. It's just nearly impossible.
That is also, of course, clear negligence. That here is a study circle which is not allowed to use the basement for a library, has chosen, despite the warnings about basements not being misused, to do so. So they too have a responsibility. Rajiv Karkaria, convener Seva City, is everyone in some way or the other. Whether it's the LG's office, whether it's the MCD, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party government, whether it's the Rao study circle, all of them in some way have to be held culpable, surely. Where does the buck stop?
Yes, and unfortunately the buck stops when we stop the political slugfest, when we look for solutions, and we in the city, Seva City, have been trying to find the solutions since 2004. And when we say, where did the problem start? It started in 2002 itself, when the entire drainage system of Delhi had collapsed. The desilting is a hogwash that is carried out every year after year. We have made complaints. Why waste money on desilting? Because there are no drains to be desilted. The water perpetually flows on the roads and finally find their way into some open drain where the stagnant water rots, breeding mosquitoes. But coming back to the whole problem, the problem lies beyond the drainage system. The problem lies with DDA also. DDA is going way beyond the carrying capacity of the city. Supreme Court had well said, DDA till now sitting pretty, but all these basements allowed and various activities that DDA has made over 275 amendments to the activities allowed in the residential areas. The mixed land use is the biggest bane. All these roads, they won't be that much, what is happening is the drains are being covered for parking in residential areas, in commercial areas. The roads
you're really hitting the nail on the head. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and therefore, Mr. Mamgen...
Hear me out further.
Yeah, please finish. Go ahead.
No, I want to finish it. Give me half a minute.
Please go ahead.
I want to blame the Parliament also, which is since 2006, Parliament has been giving special powers under the Special Powers Provision Act. All the activities that the DDA officials, because of their vested interests, keep approving the various activities allowed on mixed land use streets, and there's a Special Powers Provision Act keeps on being extended to the next year. Master Plan 2041, it was supposed to come in 21, but even the Master Plan 2041 doesn't have a drainage master plan. What are we talking about?
Okay.
And they're doubling up the density of the city by bringing in more and more
I'm going to put up some of those figures.
This is a non-stop marketplace.
Yeah, it's corruption. At the end of the day, let's cut the chase and say the level of corruption wherein you have, look at the way the system is designed in 1976. You now allow mixed land use across areas of this city, including in very congested neighborhoods. DDA officials, MCD officials pass those plans. Money allegedly is paid under the table, and we the citizens suffer. Nemaisha, you want to make a point? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Rajdeep, one of the major things, it's not just corruption, but the fact that just some time ago they ended up arresting the person who was driving the Thar. I mean, it's far more funny. I mean, if they had the power, they would have tried arresting Indradev for pouring of rain, I guess. Because instead of going after the people who have been in the corruption, no leaders have been arrested, no one from the MCD, nothing. Right. But they ended up arresting someone who was just driving the car there.
Jagdish Mamgen, how was this allowed? How is a basement allowed to be misused? It's not just here. It's across this city. It's the worst kept secret. that MCD officials are allowing it. And most people believe monies change hands. ये corruption है, भ्रष्टाचार है.
Rajdeep, this is a different issue. In Delhi, there are a lot of hodgepodges there. One thing I want to say in this contest, the building bylaws and master plan is drafted by DDA. And DDA vice chairman, God knows, somebody comes from Karnataka, somebody comes from Chandigarh. He is the vice chairman. They draft the building bylaw for Delhi, and Delhiites are away from the system. The center government notify it. MCD
Sir, but if an MC, if a complaint, sir, if a complaint was filed that a basement is being misused, it is for the MCD to act right away. Yes, RP Singh, you have been putting up your hand for a while.
Yes.
Go ahead, RP Singh.
One thing.
No, let RP Singh respond. I'll come back to you. RP Singh.
Well, I accept Jagdish's point of view. I accept Jagdish's point of view that we need more sensible people in the city, especially the officers who are appointed here. They should be more Delhiites and then people from outside, because they will know Delhi better than anyone else. But that point aside, I mean, as for passing on the buck, saying that officers don't accept our command, that's wrong. Because the same officers have built up that 56 crore rupees of Sheesh Mahal or Hawa Mahal for the
Sir, you said that. Are you telling me there is no corruption? No, RP Singh, you know this city better. You know that the entire mixed land use is being used for massive corruption. Why don't you accept it? Let's cut the chase.
Rajdeep,
you have also ruled the MCD. The Aam Aadmi Party has ruled the MCD. Sab paise ka khel hai. This is the truth.
Rajdeep, एक सेकंड. और सेकेंडली करप्शन तो है ना, तभी तो चीफ मिनिस्टर अंदर है जेल में, पर उनके ऑर्डर तब माने गए थे.
No, Rajdeep, this is not done.
Okay, one minute. Okay, RP Singh has made his point. Yes, Reena Gupta, what do you want to say? Because, you see, the Aam Aadmi Party claimed that they would bring us a new form of governance. Now, you've been in power for 10 years. You claim that the government of the day doesn't work with you, the LG's office doesn't work with you. Sheila Dikshit ruled this city for 15 years. I didn't hear the same amount of blame game that I've heard in the last few. Is it that simply you cannot work with others, or they won't work with you?
Rajdeep, this is not in Delhi. You have seen this in every opposition ruled states, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is trying to meddle in the affairs of the state government. That's point number one. Point number two, it is not like this Rao Circle basement had come up yesterday. This has been going on for decades. And
so why didn't your MLA and councillor protest? Why didn't your local MLA and councillor protest, go there and say, look, that there is the basement is being misused? There were complaints given to them. Nimisha is saying she tried to contact the mayor.
The complaints were given to the commissioner of MCD, and that is what we've been saying, that even now they have not arrested the owner of Rao Study Circle. Again, because the owner is related to Bharatiya Janata Party, they have arrested some lower level staff of the Rao Study Circle. Why can't they go and arrest the owners? Why are they not shutting down all of these illegal commercial basements that have come up all over the city under the watch of Bharatiya Janata Party MCD? They ruled Delhi MCD for 15 years. In 1 year, Aam Aadmi Party cannot undo all the corruption of the last 15 years. Having said that, unless the Supreme Court rules on the matter of services in Delhi, we will continue to have this issue that the selected people like LG, they continue to rule Delhi through the secretaries and the chief secretary. Have you heard of in any other state that a chief secretary gets 2 extensions without the consent of the chief minister of that state? Why is the chief secretary continuing to get extension? They can't find any other officer in the whole country that the same chief secretary continues to get an extension.
I've heard both of you. I want to go to Rajiv again. I've heard both of you. You made strong points. No, look, at the end of the day, this program in a way reflects the problem, this passing the buck. And part of the problem is structural. The way Delhi is structured at the moment, I said, Bhagwan Bharose. Sardar RP Singh will say LG is not accountable, and Reena Gupta will say AAP government. The fact is, as a citizen, I believe it is the job of the LG and the chief minister to work together and find a way. Otherwise, I hold both of them accountable. And it cannot be for RP Singh to only blame the Aam Aadmi Party government and Aam Aadmi Party to only blame the centre. We, the citizens, need better governance. And this is true of many of our cities. Rajiv Kakaria, if you had one suggestion, what would it be today to save our cities?
We need a comprehensive master plan, not pandering to lobbies and vested interests. We need to plan the city on firm laws which can actually be implemented. Unlike it, and it should be taken away from DDA, which is totally inept. They are incapable. They have, this is a Save a City 40-50 page proposal that we had given for one case study of Mukherjee Nagar, where there are a whole lot of such coaching centers and hostels, etc., where the fire also broke out. We've given suggestions. At least get our suggestions. I don't know how many should I show. These are just the few. We have reams of paper where we've told GDA that, listen.
I take your point, sir. Nobody there, kisi ki sunwai nahi hai.
Unless, because, and Kunski sunwai nahi. And uske alawa, dekhiye, plinth. Just try and imagine you are allowing multiple floors on the same house and you're not even bothered where the plinth level is. There's a thing called the zero basement at the road level. Every year the road level rises, every 5 years the road level rises. The water has but nowhere else to go but into the open area in front of the house.
Rajiv,
the basement.
I have run out of time. I think you've raised some very valid points, as have all our guests. This is today Delhi. And that's why we seem to be focusing on it. Our parliament has woken up, Home Ministry has woken up, everyone in the media has woken up. Think about it. This happens across our cities. Our cities are terribly unplanned, and our civic authorities, all of the guests will agree, have been a den of corruption. And that is the reality, the harsh reality of this country. Whether RP Singh or Reena Gupta or Saurabh Bharadwaj admit, the truth is that official Babu Neta nexus on the ground has destroyed our cities. So instead of fine catchwords like smart city, let's get smart with our governance and let's hold people accountable. Whoever was responsible, the MCD commissioner, the chief secretary, all of them must be held accountable. The video that Saurabh Bharadwaj showed is shocking. The report, the audio that was shown just now by RP Singh is equally important. All of these require, these three young, Tanya Soni, who will be held accountable? What will you tell her parents? What will you tell Nevin Dolvin's parents today? What do they do today? And what will you tell this young girl, Shreya Yadav's parents? That we failed you. That we failed our basic responsibility as civic officials and elected leaders and indeed non-elected LGs in this city. Enough is enough. If you don't wake up now, you never will. And that is the tragedy of cities like Delhi and indeed most of the cities of this country. Enough is enough. And that's why we've dedicated this full show to this. It is about Delhi today. It could be any other place, any other locality tomorrow. I just hope that we don't leave our cities Bhagwan Bharose. Thank you to all my guests for joining us. Thanks for watching.